Oh, good. Looks like we're live. Namaste. Welcome, everybody. Akasha here. And Akasha, let me just check all my settings. I've been away for a very long time on retreat, on 3 days preparation for the retreat, and then being in sacred space with the Mayan elder and another wisdom keeper and all the beautiful women and 9 different sacred sites. Experiencing some of them that hardly anyone gets to see, the sacredness of the land, and then all of that at this moment in time is the key, is what is so relevant, is what we're going through right now with all of this wealth, abundance, richness of the earth mother, of our planet, of air. You breathe every minute, right? Every day, the earth, Gaia, Ishel, Pachamama, whatever way you relate to this planet, this atmosphere, this universal reality that we've co created, we have a relationship because our body is made from earth. And we have little bits of snails and ancient lizards and trees and flowers and all kinds of stuff in us, because just like the tree drops the leaves, they decompose, they're absorbed by the earth, and they're fed back to the tree. This is the cycle we're in. We are the creators of our reality. You are the creator of your reality. You live in a planet of mirrors. I live in a planet of mirrors. Everyone is the creator, and the reality you are experiencing, what you believe about it, how people act around you, what's your relationship with money, a lot, a little, stressed, happy, trusting, whatever. Most of us were taught a lot of drama, fear, and lack around things like worthiness and love and money and sex and the body. And these get all together to create habits and beliefs that we're all now rising out of in our collective conscious lifting that we're in the middle of a cocoon. We are in a time of ancient prophecies. Every culture knew that had any wisdom of sacred cycles, understanding laws of the universe. These are infallible. The problem we've had is that we've been living our history and our families and our current life and our many other lives in the past, but you also have future lives. Everything's already done. It's already here. It's a lot easier than we were taught. It's a lot simpler than we were taught. There isn't anything to have to be worthy of, to change, to shift. The thing is, we embody ourselves and go from believing the mirror, believing the stories of the news and of Facebook and of the parents and the friends and this person and that person and everything outside of you. It's all a movie. It's all individual stories. Right now, we're in a moment in time where collectively our consciousness is raising very fast. That means that Mother Nature has come forward and said, I'm taking the barriers off of evolution. I'm going to let you go as fast as you want. I've been talking about this since 2019, 2018, maybe, about the idea that they're seeing a lot of species go extinct. What does that mean? Should we go into pain and shame and blame and fear? Well, it's not a happy thing. And yet, how do I know what's optimal for that particular species? Obviously, we know that if we pollute the water, we build on the beaches, ruining certain nature things, that certain things can't function. Birds can't follow their magnetic track. Turtles can't lay their eggs on the same land that they were born on, and that's in their nature. It's their DNA. It's their personal seed, their program. You have one too. It's aligned to exactly who you wanted to become. You decided, along with a lot of spiritual help, because you are divine and you're in a human body and you're divine and you're in a human body and you're divine. That means you are the infinite. You have access to the infinite. There's nothing being kept from us. It's a shock because of what we've been taught. It's a shock because we can say, but I had this experience and this person betrayed me and I lost money and this didn't happen. And then you fight for your limitations because you're like, but it happened. It hurt. It did. And it did. And we all have it. And I honor every one of us as spiritual warriors to be willing to come at a time of such accelerated change. Everything that we understood as truth, reality, solid, both function in the structure of schools or businesses or marketing or how you swim, like you can only swim over here now and you can't swim there, right? Politics, governments, family units, and so on. It's all going away, but it isn't a bad thing. If we hold on, if we go into fear, if we judge it, if we start to blame people for what's happening, instead of coming back home into our hearts, coming back home into the center of our being that is directly connected to our divine self, to our blueprint that exists not just in the ethers in some abstract place, but is actually embedded in our bodies. So this is the year that the fire is here and the speed and the strength and the freedom of the horse. You must realize that's happening. It's not a choice. You can ignore it and get run over and feel burned and feel upset and get involved in the conversation to create a wildfire of fear and violence, pain and lack. If you are thinking about it, if you are listening to it, if you are feeding yourself it, if you're worrying about it when you go to bed, you are creating it. If you don't like that, hang up now, because I have no interest in diving into sacred ancient truths that all across the planet people know, governments know, people of great authority, influence, and so on know that the laws of the universe are extremely real and they're infallible and they're here for you and they're here for me. They were never meant to be separated from us. That is a conscious decision. And the way that our culture and our environment and our structures in our cities and so on, it's built on this. The food supply is poisoning to dumb you down, okay? And I'm not getting into conspiracy theories. I'm saying be conscious of what you feed yourself. What are you putting in your body? When you're eating highly processed foods, you are consuming so much poison that is not just, oh, I'm okay, I'm thin, oh, I'm okay, I eat better every other day. It's poison that is cutting you off from spirit. It is cutting you off from being able to see and believe and receive your telepathic nature, understand communication and languages in all the intuitive levels. Remember and embody the sacred feminine. It's not a cute conversation. It's not an equality conversation. It is an essential conversation. We are divine and human. And we have to operate with that duality or polarity of masculine, feminine, yin, yang, above, below, within, without. All the universal laws. Just go online, get the Kabbalion, Kybalion, Hermetic laws, universal laws. Read the Emerald Tablets if you're interested in Thoth, who brought this from Atlantis to Egypt and seeded the civilization. These aren't fantasies. Well, Atlantis is a fantasy. It's not a fantasy. It's our root race. Behind that is Lemuria, and we're from stars, and we are multidimensional beings, and we are not meant to be a slave to the idea that the physical world is real and it's hard and it's predetermined, and that you didn't have enough education, or you don't have a cute enough wardrobe, or you don't have enough money, or you didn't get a proper title, or your mother didn't love you, or this person betrayed you, or you have this issue or that issue or whatever it is. You and I, we have been conditioned, and it's just a fact. It just is. Don't go after sadness, grief, blame, shame. You'll stay at the lowest states of consciousness. You'll never, ever rise up and enjoy the bliss and the richness of life, which is, yes, money, but everything else. Exciting, harmonious, beautiful miracles, magic, joy, bliss, inner peace, trust of yourself, absolute knowing that in every moment, everything I could possibly need is right here at my fingertips. It's right here. It's right here. Oh my goodness, even if I don't see it yet or feel it yet, I know it's there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have to live in, hello, Michelle. We have to live in the world we want to live in. And then the world we wish to live in manifests around. And manifest means to appear to your eyes. It doesn't mean you have to create it, make it, drag it up, sacrifice all yourself. Hi, Shelly Bells. You want to go out? So Ishel is the Earth Mother goddess. She's the goddess of the moon and the rainbow and women and medicine. She's the goddess of the earth, the atmosphere, the air, the waters, all waters, crystals, the soil, the roots, the plants, our bodies. And then she connects to grandmother Ishmukane, who's a jaguar grandmother, sits at the heart of the earth, and the two together make up what we would call Gaia for the Maya, for the ancient Maya. So every tradition had different aspects of the Divine Mother, of the Earth Mother. And thank you, Michelle. And what happens is how you relate to your body. Is it loving? Is it kind? Or do you judge it? Have you always judged it? Do you always think you're too big, too small, too tall, too this? We were taught to do that. It's a lesson to limit yourself. We have lives of great pain. I do whatever in my sessions, whatever comes up is the most optimal for you to know. It almost always involves at least one life. They're simultaneous. Your future potential lives, whichever one you choose and experience, is completely in your hands right now, except for that you have some of your past beliefs that are creating your timeline. So you are in the process of constantly coming more into the eternal now, more into listening to your inner voice, disconnecting from fear, grief, pain. Don't blame anyone because you're blaming the mirror. You're literally looking in the mirror and saying, well, I'm mad at you and you have to apologize first or I'm going to stay mad. You can't expect the reflection of you as the projector, the writer, the decider, the chooser. You're the only one in your head. No one has any power over you, but we've been convinced they do. You can say, oh, but I don't have any money and I don't have this. And stop saying you don't have it. Stop declaring. Stop fighting for your limitations. Start to become aware of where you have been taught to self-limit. Now, the beauty is that the consciousness is raising, regardless of whether you're doing this consciously with me or other beautiful people who are saying, let's listen to the earth, let's believe in ourselves, let's go back and take back our thoughts and our mind because they create things, reclaim the power of my words and never speak out, coherently come into sync with my inner thoughts to my outer voice, because there might become a point where you don't say the negative things out loud anymore because you've learned how that's just creating a reality you don't want. But then at the same time, your inner voice is going, yeah, right, that'll never work. See, I've been there. I've been through all of this. I had no self-worth. I had so little self-worth that when I went to college, I would walk around a mall for an hour looking for a toilet rather than ask somebody. I was so embarrassed of who I was. Yet I had achieved, I was all Europe in basketball. I was number one in all the sports I played. I had a fabulously hot boyfriend. I was super happy with my friends. High school for me was a bliss time. For some reason, I know certain limits around me disappeared. Maybe you feel limits of your family. Well, I was adopted into a family. I'm nothing like them. And my sister was 4 years older who, did not like that I came along, like is common with older siblings. So there was always a friction. I was always chasing her approval, but that was a reflection of everything I believed. I wasn't good enough. I had to chase everybody's approval. And I lived that way. And what it did was drove me to become the best at everything I did. I'd build a business and make a lot of money, and then it would go out of business or something would happen 3 years later, 10 years later. All right. I became very, very good at certain things in sports, and then in real estate, and in real estate investing, and so on and so forth. But the thing is the energy behind why I did it was from fear of not belonging, wanting approval from people, parents, whatever, outside of me. These are the programs that are in us. They become natural if they're part of your family, and you start to weed them out. You start to realize they're not true. You have certain experiences, your life falls apart. Congratulations, you're being liberated. It is never bad. So when you say everything is always happening for me, and you shift to saying, well, this is one wacky experience I'm having right now, but you know what? Everything is for me. Even if I can't see right now what the benefit of this weird thing happening in my life is, I'm going to come back into my center. I'm going to be in this eternal now moment because it is the only place my power is. I cannot make a difference in the mirror. I cannot make a difference in the past. You do, but that's another story. I can make the difference throughout my timeline. Again, a different story. However, I have to be here in the now moment. Otherwise, the opportunity I'm seeking, the money I'm seeking, the job I'm seeking, the lover I'm seeking, the business I'm seeking, the fun I'm seeking, the health I'm seeking, the house I'm seeking, the beautiful, my favorite thing is spiritual experiences. So that's why I just came back from 13 days of sacred sites and meditations and ceremonies and activations with Mayan elders and at sacred places. And I feel like I left the planet for 25 years. I came back. And I just got back last night. I did spend 2 nights in town as people were leaving. We stayed in town and rested and went out to eat. We don't go out to eat at all where I live, a little tiny fishing village. And so we had a little bit of a rest. And now I'm getting to know who I am. Well, we went through an eclipse. So while I was going on retreat, you and I and all of us went through the second eclipse. And if you watch the shows I've had with Donna, we're still in March, so definitely watch the show with Donna Stellhorn about the energies, the astrological energies of March. Very, very potent month. We're just beginning the potency of this month. We have the equinox. Don't forget, that is bar none my favorite moment, party, celebration, cosmic alignment. It's equality, it's equilibrium. And it's a beautiful place for us to take all this fire. So if you see fire and explosions and uncertainty happening around you in the news, in your family, in your relationships, in your dissatisfaction with your life, accept it all. Because at the state of acceptance, you now forgive. You don't have to work on forgiveness. You just let go. What's the point of blaming people and trying to change other people? You can't do it. And the only way to do it is to go inside. You have to realize this is a reflection. The universe is telling you, here's where you are. Here's what you told me you wanted. You want to be a victim. You want to be betrayed. You want to be sad. You want to be behind on your bills. You want to be happy. You want to be sailing the 7 seas. You want to be at spiritual retreats, right? Good, bad, indifferent. Everything that you're experiencing right now and what you believe it means is there because of what you have believed, thought, said, and felt every step of your life from day one in this body, where you already came with not karma in a bad way. You came with a basket full, a treasure chest full of things that you are ready to shift. You are ready to gift. You are ready to release, complete. We don't have to play the victim anymore. We don't have to have other people agree with us for our safety. We don't have to go back to the primal fears. Our body is a projection of us. If I believe that I am flowing and walking and climbing pyramids till the day I die, I will be doing that. I am not going to sit in a chair in front of a TV and melt into my death. If that was something you saw in your family or you're starting to see in yourself, Be careful of these patterns that were fed to us that were okay. Oh, that's just normal now to lose your memory. No, it's not. No, it's not. I know people who live to 104 to 110 and have all their memory. They weren't poisoned. We're poisoned emotionally through the news, through the media, through jealousy, through marketing, through manipulative conversations, through people trying to sell you, I have the solution. I have the solution. You have to be so discerning right now because we've created an abundance of information. But is it information that's going to help you? If you chase 15 people's courses one after each other, are you doing yourself a service? Are you consuming what you are reading, what you are listening to, what you are learning? Is it lifting you up? Or are you listening to things and repeating things and talking about things and writing about things that you don't want? You are part of creating it then. And you had better go inside and start to release yourself from that. Oh, thank you. I love you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Just do some Ho'oponopono. It's super easy. Just start saying it. Eat a strawberry, get an eraser out. Imagine yourself erasing whatever. These are different shamanic tools from Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian lineage. And I studied with Dr. Len in person several times. And he co-wrote the book Zero Limits, I think it's called. And what happens is that you do affect your past, but you can't do it if you are in the past. If you are saying, why did that happen? And you're repeating it in your head. If you're blaming someone and you're repeating it in your head, then you're still creating more of that same pain. You're creating more of that betrayal, more of that sadness, more of that grief, more of whatever it was, because you were thinking it, you're feeling it, you're giving it your life force, you're giving it your attention. Now it is growing, it is prospering. You're giving it a great environment to grow in. It's going to break its seed open. It's going to put some roots down. It's going to start to sprout, and it's going to show up everywhere in your life. And you're going to say, why are people treating me this way? That's why. You are that powerful. You are the only power. You are source. You are God. You are goddess. You are the earth. You are whatever it is. You are it. You. You're fabulous. Now, you and I have intersected. Woo. Our timelines have intersected for some reason. Thank you for being here. Well, in my timeline, I've been through all the I'm not good enough and making a lot of money and becoming the best at this and then everything falling apart and a bankruptcy and a divorce and losing all my money and 80 properties and my daughter died and on and on. And all of it I can see now, I wouldn't say that was so fun. Let's do more of that. And at the same time, I've come to peace with it. So do not let your traumas and everybody telling you that this wound is terrible and that you should identify it. And don't ever forget these horrible things that happened. This is the worst advice ever. You're recreating a disease in your body. And the more you talk about it, the more you feel it, the more you embody it in your auric field, in your emotional body. All these things are very real. They're measurable now by science if you need that to believe these things. And all of these have a vibration. If you're carrying guilt and a lot of shame and you're happy sometimes. So it's a mixture. It's a soup. What are you putting in the soup? That's the frequency you're radiating. And that's the magnetism that you're attracting. And that's the reality you're seeing. I could be talking to the same person as you. You could perceive that person saying something offensive and rude, and I could perceive that person as being fun, funny, or very informative, or helpful, or direct. It's completely perception. That's how powerful you are. Now is the time of the rise of the sacred feminine. I've been talking about the everyday priestess. Man, woman, doesn't matter. Okay. We have to remember the sacred feminine, which has been completely shut down. It's been made into something silly, something illegal, something evil, something, I don't know. It just the best marketing job in the world has been done on the public, on the collective conscious, not any one person. Just don't go there. It's not worth being in blame because you're so low, you're never going to find happiness except forgiveness in the emotional body, harmony in the mind, harmony. Transcendence all around you. You feel as if you're just being freed from attachments, from heaviness, from burdens, from worries. You don't have to operate that way anymore. Come into my world. Come into one of the pilgrimages. Come into the class that we're going to be announcing. Come do sessions with me. This is a vital moment to reclaim your power, but it's not what you think. It's not chasing 42 systems. It's remembering who you are. It's learning how to speak to yourself. It's changing what you believe about yourself. It's changing the image and the vision, because you are using your sacred feminine powers. Everyone is, or they wouldn't be in a body, because you're a projection. But you're doing it from fear, from like with your arms tied behind your back and one leg. You know, we've been taught to stuff down our belief in ourselves, stuff down our power, stuff down our voice, not ask for too much. We've surrounded ourselves with people who remind us that we're not good enough or blame us or whatever your pattern is. Maybe now you've recovered from that. Yay, isn't it wonderful? And you've started to attract beautiful people in your life. Do you believe that you're worthy of it? Can you sustain that? Can you be the strong energy that holds? Yes, this is perfect. I love this. This group was cosmically created. It was beautiful. And we ended up with 2 men Mayan wisdom keepers and me in the center. And the balance of that with these women, and then there's Chris. So we had 3 men, and they were holding this gateway of sacred, beautiful hearts, completely embodied in their spirit, their path of truth being the most important. It was absolutely serene. And everywhere we went, there was tranquility and beauty despite anything that was happening, whether we knew about it or not. It didn't matter what drama and trauma anyone else was having, or the news was saying this or whatever. Why do you want other people telling you what's the truth? You get to decide what the truth is. So don't blame anyone else. Point the finger here, and then go inside your heart and look where those patterns and those beliefs. It's not to blame everyone or then turn around and blame yourself. Stop blaming at all. There's nothing to blame. Just be like, okay. It's like me saying, I have a red pen and a pink pen and a yellow one. What do you like? I don't care which one you pick. It's neutral, okay? So come into the neutral zone. The neutral zone, I used to talk about being that place right before acceptance. It's willingness. There's a state of neutral, and you just don't have an attachment to anything. Give yourself that peace, that breath, and then come into nature. Go inside and invite the mother, the divine mother, the divine primordial mother, the universal mother, the earth mother, the mother of the waters, the mother of the moon, the mother of the crystals, the mother of the trees, okay? The deva spirits, all of those loving energies that fully embody manifestation of the divine as in perfect balance. The earth mother and the sky father, for one way of talking about energies, okay? The Maya say the heart of the sky and the heart of the earth, and you are the heart of hearts. If you like Father Sky and Mother Earth, you're the pillar of light. You're the trunk, the tree of life, the axis of life. You're the one uniting these sacred polarities within you. And if you are full of fear, you are feeding toxins and blame and lack, whatever you believe about yourself, about others, about your worthiness, about what's possible. Do you believe that tomorrow the perfect solution for something that you've been worried about is going to present itself? Could you possibly start to imagine what that would be like? If you can't think of it, if you can't choose it, if you can't start to imagine it, the universe is not going to reflect it to you. They're going to say, you can't, and that's what you want us to do, is to keep it that you can't see the solution. Do you see how literal this is? We need to return to Mother Earth. to Mother Nature, to the waters, to the winds, to the sky, to the sun, to the breath of life, to feeling the roots and the earth, the crystals in the earth, the crystals in our cells, in our body, in our pineal. They're vibrating. They're speaking to the crystals from Atlantis, the crystals in Arkansas and Brazil, the crystals in every continent across the planet, in every body across the planet. The energies of this moment require grounding, but the grounding you've been taught through the New Age and other things is mostly incorrect. It is about attaching yourself and protecting yourself because there's something that you need to resist. And that is not what we're talking about. So I'm going to let my kitty out. Ishel, give me 1 minute. Okay, come on. Come on, baby. You want to go out? Go have some lunch. Here you go. There you go. You gotta go now. Where'd you go? Ishel. Oh, come on. Okay. Funny girl. Okay, well, she's meowing and then she wouldn't go out the door. So here's something to make you happy. Pretty kitties floating on a cloud that say believe with a star and a heart. And I drink my liquids out of beautiful things that are programming. This is programming, the water, the liquid. And then I'm drinking whatever this is. If you don't like this, then you wouldn't want to drink out of it, right? But if you go like, oh, that's so cute, or I love this, or believe, and it feeds me. And then I'm drinking liquid that's programmed with that. I believe it, and I keep intending that. I don't grasp for it. I know it's true right now in the eternal now moment. So I'm going to be announcing a really beautiful course that we're going to start soon to assist you in tuning into the eternal now, understanding the idea of everything being a mirror, that we live on a planet of mirrors, what the Mayans call the obsidian mirror, and it has depth to transforming your life. This is mystery school, and these are mysteries revealed. These are revealing the laws of the universe in a completely different way. So I'm the bridge of taking the sacred or the ancient or the future wisdom and bringing it into a practical way to embody it in your life. So let's dive in, to looking at some beautiful things and receiving the message from our beautiful mother. The Redwoods. Okay. So thank you for joining me. This is my YouTube channel. I hope you'll subscribe and hit notifications, because when I'm not in the jungle, I do a lot of lives, and I hope you enjoyed. We've had some phenomenal shows recently. We had the Karma Doctor talking about samskaras, which is super, super important. And we're going to go more into that. And I'm going to see if perhaps he could be a guest teacher, because his perspective on understanding these are energetic imprints. These are conditioned behaviors. Okay. These are things that counteract your intentions, and everything is designed to help us have the richest, most beautiful life ever. And that's the truth. And I've spent my whole life trying to figure out if that really was the truth, because it sounded too good to be true. So I can tell you it is. We are decoding the library of the infinite. That means in our cells, the stones that we go to, the places, the people we are around, what we believe, literally draws different information out of the stones, out of the air. Different pathways line up. One of my most favorite people is Joseph Campbell, and he has many beautiful quotes, but essentially it's always follow your bliss. And if you follow your bliss, doors will open where you thought there were walls, and those doors will only open for you. That means that I'm the creator of my reality, and I have all these magical possibilities already coded into my reality, into my timeline. And yet what happens is that I get here and I get told I don't have it and I'm not good enough, and I spend all this time. Now I can look back and see all the pain and all the loss and all the successes and all this and that were all part of my growth. It's a serpentine or a spiral growth. And I got to complete patterns. I got to rise out of limitations. I got to find my own way on my own vision quest. That's what we're all on. We're on our own vision quest. So today, now the Earth Mother is speaking stronger and stronger. And when we go to the sites, I see the priestesses, I see different energies. We get phenomenal energies in our photos. We're standing with these Atlanteans, these in this old area that you have to go to by permission. And we were walking around. Everything was Atlantean, completely one of the first places built after Izamal, which was also built on Atlantis. And so just like Thoth in Egypt and all the other cultures, wisdom keepers were sent to these lands with this root information, and it is living in the earth, and it is living in the waters, and it is living in its crystals. And that means it's living inside of us, because we are the waters and we are the earth and we are the crystals. So we need to go within for many reasons. We need to stop listening to the story that everyone is spinning for their own purposes. And again, don't blame anybody. It doesn't matter what they want. They let them want whatever they want. Come here, okay? But doing this myself for a long time, you can do it too. Then come into what calls you. So I did very, very blessed to have spent several years in New Mexico. Well, 6.5 years, almost 7 years in New Mexico, working, going to the different sacred sites and so on. But I also studied with a Lakota Sioux shaman, unusual, but and did sweat lodges all the way from days before blessing the land, going out to bless the trees, to gather the resources, to be in communion with the land, in communion with every piece of what we were using. What did you leave? If you had nothing to leave, you took a hair and you left it. If you took a branch or a tree or some rosemary, or what we were looking for, we built the sweat lodges. The Maya sweat lodges are called temescals, and they're a permanent structure. They're made from mud and clay and so on. And some of the authentic ones look like an igloo. The fire is outside and you crawl in. It's a birth canal, and you sit around the fire, and the coals are brought in from the fire outside in the center. And then some of the ones they have are more like you walk in and sit on a bench, and it's more like a steam room. I don't know if those were authentic from the past, but they had steam rooms at all the sacred sites here. So you see a place where you swam and blessed yourself, and it's 7 pillars for the 7 chakras and the 7 bodies to be cleansed before you entered this sacred temple area at Chichen Itza. And right here are steam baths, and you can go look at them now. You can go see them around the corner. They don't let you go anywhere near them, but you can see them from afar. And so the ancients understood, and the healing centers understood. You got into the sacred waters. You got into the mineral springs. You drank pure water. The waters carry memory, and we know that it can be programmed. The earth, the dirt, the crystals, sitting on the earth, sitting in a place where there's all these roots. Well, we're going to the Redwoods, and the registration is closing in a couple of days. So it's really important to contact me, because this is one of the most phenomenal venues I've ever seen. Came to me. And so we have to have a certain number of people, but we have this incredible place in the Redwoods. We don't have to leave. We're not leaving. It's a complete cocoon. Multiple fireplaces, decks, fire pits to have lots of fire ceremonies. We're going to make crystal grids. We're going to work with the crystals in the land. We're in the Redwoods. We can hike off into the Redwoods. There's an old-fashioned hot tub sitting underneath a huge redwood. Warm. You could 24/7. You could be sitting out drumming, chanting. We're going to be healing in this nature. So this is the kind of Earth Mother energy that's calling for you, and wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Sorry, my chair is just creaking, and hopefully you can't hear it. So today, this is what we're talking about, and then the pilgrimage is the 12th to the 16th of April. And like I said, we have to close registration in a few days, and then we'll look at it. If we have any more room, or everything's going to go, then we'll let you know if there's any more rooms. But this is an incredible opportunity to come into the Redwoods, to stay in sacred space. We're going to start with an opening ceremony the night of the 12th. We're going to have 3 full days, and like I said, we're going to be doing many fire ceremonies, many channelings. We're going to be working with the woods. We're going to have time to yourself. You have all these places you can journal, you can bathe. There's a creek on the property. We have, it's just infinite, the amount of things. And we're going to be working with the records of the earth, the Akashic records, and your own soul blueprint. You're going to be healing inside of the earth mother energies, completely surrounded by the ancestors, the ancients, and the medicine of the trees, and the ancient indigenous tribes like the Miwok. But there's also crystals in the land. The primary one is serpentine, which has unbelievable energies. It's cleansing, it's protective, it's prosperity, it's heart chakra, it's got emotional healing, it's got I can't even remember. It's like all these wonderful things. Quartz, very abundant in the ground as well. And jade or jadeite, which is a very powerful stone. The Maya loved this stone. They were covered in it. It was heart chakra stone. It was prosperity stone. It was a stone of a high frequency that really opened, right, the eyes and the aspects of that. So I'm going to also have one morning Lisa Barnett come, who has her own company called the Akashic Knowing School, and she teaches going into the Akashic records. She's going to do a group healing on our records here in this sacred space after we have several days. She's going to come the morning of the last day, and she's going to be with us. She's delightful and wonderful. She's wise. I trust her completely. She does really beautiful Akashic records work, and she's going to be teaching us about galactic, and we'll be channeling whatever. We don't know what's going to come through, but you're going to definitely have this incredibly powerful, and she's been doing this a long time. I've known Lisa for a very long time, and she has several books out. Okay. She is really the real deal. All right. This isn't just, I took a course yesterday. She's channeled this entire way of understanding and accessing the records, and she's constantly learning, and she's traveling, and she's going to sacred places. We always talk about doing something together because she loves to travel to these sacred places like I do, but she does it alone or with her family, to have her own experience. So all of these things is an incredibly beautiful place to come and to let the earth do what she does, draw from you any toxins, emotional, past trauma, whatever. Everything can be let go. You can be reunited, renewed, rejuvenated in this cocoon. And we're going to have sound healings, and when you bring your crystals, so we can do crystal grid healings together, and channelings, and speaking to the trees, and I'm channel everything. So this is earth magic, and this is crystal wisdom, and this is remembering in your own cells the wisdom you have of being a healer or a medicinal herbalist or a priestess or a leader, an architect, or whatever you were. You had this wisdom, you have it inside of you, and we want to unlock it. So these are just a few pictures of where we will be staying, and look at this. I mean, you're in the middle of these wisdom keepers. These are called the standing people. These are ancient beings, and they're all connected, and then they're connected to trees around the world. So we have an ancient wisdom of the trees happening here, calling us to a place where we can relax, that we can be rejuvenated in nature, where we can be loved. And this is for women only. And we have decks and fire things, and we can be out 24/7. If you feel like you want to go lay in the hammock at midnight, you do it. So this is this incredible hot tub next to this gorgeous being here. Nature spirits, of course, the land, the crystals, the ancestors, and you. So the best part of this is to remember that you have within you a way of experiencing a rebirth, experiencing a healing, experiencing like Earth Mother and all aspects of her, of surrounding you and bringing this healing to you, holding you in her arms and saying, relax, let go, Cycles come, cycles go. The divine feminine is a creator and a destroyer. It doesn't fear death. It knows that life is eternal and there's a cycle and it's happening all the time. This is what we have to come back to. That's what we're being invited to do. Excuse me 1 minute. Thank you. So let me see if there was anything else to share or to show you. The main thing is that when you are coming every day, when you wake up, every day when you go to sleep, these are key moments in your life where you can use the infallible universal laws, or you can just do whatever you want and use them against yourself. And that's the facts of what's happening. The reason to go on retreat is you get out of your ordinary world. This retreat we just did was quite long. It was 9 days, 8 nights. And not long in a bad way, but it's a little bit longer than the average ones. The power of being together, going from one sacred experience in one place, and then in the afternoons we would go to a town and enjoy the shops and the food and the light shows, and just we got flavors, right? Sacred, and we got to go to sacred spaces, do ceremony with wisdom keepers, and then we got to go have fun and have mangoes on the side of the road, right? We're enjoying the fulfilling richness of life. Don't let any one thing that you feel you lack allow you to not receive and enjoy the richness of life right now. Because if you do that, then it can expand. And that's why we're coming together to do ancient and future earth healings, earth immersions. And as we do that, the stones awaken, the trees awaken, the land calls, the redwoods really calling for this one. Then we're putting some things together. I have a Glastonbury coming up in September. It's just going to be you and me and the earth and the White Springs and the Red Springs private, okay? And these sacred sites and Magdalene chapels and labyrinths and goddess houses and channelings and music and magic and Merlin and essences and fairies. And the magic is never ending, but it's the group that comes together. And then I'm channeling and bringing through that. Then we're going to be going to, I want to put a flow of going to as many long barrows as we can that we can go inside of. And these are sacred ancient goddess temples, Neolithic and things, that you can go inside of a tone and open portals, and we can bring our crystals and we can do music and we can actually have ceremony that starts to open new timelines. You and I are being asked to ground ourselves because this year of fire goes to another year of fire. And we're going to go from a masculine year of fire, which means what? Probably lots of, like the little boy stomping around and on the sandcastle that he built, right? There's going to be a lot of that, but there's a reason. If we say the universe, Mother Earth has a purpose, and we're in the middle of her purpose, and I'm going to trust her purpose, and I'm going to do my best to be in my eternal now and be in the power and imagine and use my power to see what I wish for. You have to become the sacred priestess, the sacred guide, the sacred star walker. You're birthing a new life. There's no holding on. It's saying thank you. Now grandmother is going to take all of the pain out of everything we experienced and give us back gems, give us back pearls of wisdom, give us back courage, strength, new perceptions, transcendence, harmony, okay? Acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. So let's go ahead and I'm going to find a beautiful woman to look at here. Okay. That's true. That's quite beautiful too, isn't it? Oh my goodness, we have so much beauty. That's really the way I feel right now. I hope you feel that way too. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an experience of flowing through the world as these fire year unfolds. And I'm going very called into the Native American and the Americas, from here Maya and to California and possibly to Canada, and then across to England, and then possibly to Greece. And then there's a calling to go back to the sacred place where the priestesses were trained in Yaxchilan, an island near Palenque. And there's these beautiful people coming. The whole thing is opening and flowing in the most divine, incredible way. And the miracles and magic and the doors are opening just for me along the path. It's quite amazing. So as you are in your path, what is it you wish for? What is it you love? Are you embodying it? So today we're having an opportunity to experience our highest self, opening the portals of wisdom that are within us, that are in our cells, that are in our DNA, that are in our chakras, that are in our light bodies, that are in our beliefs, that are in these. Now, with the fire, we are going to have a lot of fire ceremonies, hopefully at every one of our retreats, because the key is the fire ceremony isn't just for like burning the past, but that's a great idea because we're dying every minute. This is the sacred feminine we want to be one with. Is everything is a cycle. That minute will never happen again. I could go back and visit it, but I'm done experiencing it in that way. And it's not a sad thing. It's just like, okay, good. You have to be in movement. That's the secret of the universe. Movement and measure. Clarity of self projected here. Clear on the right signals with the right frequencies. That means good, positive. You're choosing. You're not feeling guilty for choosing what you want. You know there's more than enough. You exude it. You accept it. You embody it. All of this now. Okay? Your highest self is opening this portal. And right now, you and I are in the ashes of the past. And we're creating more and more in the moment, getting faster reactions to what we want and what we don't want. You're starting to see the natural law. There are many, many beautiful laws, but like you say something and maybe it comes back to you right away. If you blame someone else, you're going to be blamed. And you're blaming yourself and you're attracting more blame. And everything you see is going to be from the perspective of blame. And blame is powerless, absolutely powerless. You're condemned. You cannot get out of it and you will not. You could win the lottery. You could find the man of your dreams and you won't sustain it if you stay there because you'll start to blame and then there'll be blame in the relationship. So you choose your state. The mother will give it to you. The divine mother says, come into my arms when you go to sleep, right? Come into your arms, come into our arms when we go to sleep. Allow ourselves to have this beauty, to have this wisdom. And just keep looking at these different pictures to see what we want to look at. And this wisdom is rising within us. This wisdom is truth that we haven't really embodied yet because there's a fear that it can't be true, or we might be disappointed, or someone will take it from us, or it didn't work for me in the past, or I should wait until. Sorry, I'm trying to share. There we go. So let's shift now into receiving. All right. And I'm going to open this up. So perfect. What we want to do here. Oh dear. No, thank you. We don't want that. Okay. So we have our Sacred Feminine Pilgrimage, and I shared you some pictures. So I want you to start to tune into the redwoods, the crystals in the earth, the natives who live there, all of the geology, all the earthquakes, right? All the shifts, all the energies, all the growth and expansion of Gaia, of her body, of Pachamama, Ishel, Ishmukane. What do you like to feel the Earth Mother as? And within the Earth Mother, there's masculine and feminine. Of course there is. And yet now in this moment, you can feel that there is a new level of radiance that you can perceive coming from the trees in the redwoods. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, relax, and feel it filling your heart. Let it go out your arms and then up and down, forming a cross of light, and let the breath go. Now take a breath in from the heart, front, back, above, below, all 360 directions. Past, present, and future, beauty, grace, harmony, peace, acceptance, and ease. That's now in your breath. Let it start to move through you. Let the breath go when you're ready. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, the divine. Thank you to my own divine self, to my beautiful makeup. Thank you for aligning me with the harmony, ease, grace, simplicity, beauty, and love of my own personal spirit blueprint. I'm ready to embody that blueprint, to no longer doubt it or fear it. I'm ready to receive it, awaken it, activate it, nourish it. I'm ready to feed myself in every way. The beauty, the grace, the nourishment, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in every level, even financially, even in relationships, even in moments of peace and more time. I'm ready to gift my inner soul seed exactly what it is ready. As it is ready, I know what will nourish it, what will allow my inner self to feel safe, to feel present, to trust the eternal now. Take a deep breath in through your fingertips. Draw it from the stars. Draw it in from the stars. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Goes up your arms. It fills your heart. It starts to weave up and down through your chakras. Let it go very softly with a sigh. Sense and feel. Give permission to your cells to let go, to relax, to release, to relax, to release, to relax, to let go. Now in the stillness, in the stillness, in the stillness, see it, feel it, reach for it, imagine it, open yourself to it. Open, open, open the inner eye. Open, open, open the heart. Open the palm portals in the center of your hands, exquisite chakras. Open your auric field, your emotional body, your incredible mind. One heart, one mind, one flow of divine love and light. Feel yourself connected through the spiral, through the DNA weaving, through the energies pouring from above to below. Heart of the earth, mother, mother, great earth mother, my beautiful body, all form. Thank you for nourishing and feeding us every day, to the air, to the sun, to the moon, to the waters, to the plants, to the seeds, to the minerals, to the sky, to the infinite. Thank you, Father. Thank you, infinite. Thank you, divine. Thank you, all that is. I accept above. I accept below. I am the pillar of light. I am the light of the world, of my world. I chose to be here. I am Maya. I allow the illusion to fall away, and I embody the vision of truth. Earth Mother, dear, divine, loving, kind, wealthy, strong, never judgmental, always accepting, allowing, agreeing, yes, yes, yes. Whatever you say, whatever you feel, whatever you wish, yes, my child, it is yours. I will make it while you sleep. Rest and travel, heal and be ready for me to gift you what you've asked for. And you slide, leaving the body, going into dream time. The ancestors, the standing people, the stones, the record keepers, all of the divine beings embodying this planet, above, below, within, in waters, in air, in dirt, in stone. I honor Mitakuwasi, all my relations. I honor my ancestors of this body and others. I honor all that I have been, all that I perceive as failures and successes. I allow it all to become neutral. Mother, take this, compost this, grandmother, jaguar, redwoods, trees, ferns, crystals, forest, rivers, creeks, waterfalls, the breath of life, the exquisite blue of the infinite. Hold me, purify me. Call now to the quartz, the clear, the amplifier, in the earth and in the body, in the cells and in the pineal. Ask that they awaken, they connect now. I call on Atlantis, Lemuria. I call on my lives. I call on my lives as a Maya. I call on my lives in Egypt or Peru, in the North Pole, in Easter Island, in England, in Scotland, in France, in Jerusalem, in Tibet, in China. I call on all of the wisdom that I have lived and all of the Akasha that is here. I'm ready for the wisdom that is the perfect nourishment for my soul's seed, that I may access, remember, nurture, accept, grow, and embody the blueprint I came here to be. Now feeling the beautiful trees everywhere, the roots, so powerful in their ability to speak, to connect. The branches reaching out. You see the grids of light from all the trees everywhere, creating a grid of communication light around the whole planet. And you see and sense the astral, the fourth dimension, time, and the beautiful wisdom keepers and the masters of light, the ascended masters, all in that realm, blue and purple, the beautiful white, glowing with gold, softness, beauty, and love. You see the earth wrapped again in a magenta light. This is the Christ light, the crystal light, not a person, not a religion. This is a block. Release it and know that you are the holy essence of the divine, the Holy Spirit. You are that which is above, that which is free, that which flies, that which has feathers on the face, on the roof, on your crown, that which has feathers like wings on your arms, your wrists, your back, your knees, even your ankles. Does your heart have wings? Where is spirit now? That magenta realm is here. And then you see the galactic goddess. She is all around us. White buffalo calf woman holds the peace pipe. She brings the rainbow tribe back together. That is you. That is me. That is where we are now. She opens a door. Ishel, the goddess of the moon, the earth, medicine, women, the Mayan goddess of the rainbow. She projects a rainbow again. Now we have a double rainbow. Rainbow medicine is here. That is love, acceptance, harmony, and peace. Balance, joy, reverence, oneness, wisdom, appreciation, gratitude, enlightenment, freedom, creativity. This is here already. Now it's your choice. Will you come back into your body and back into the world? Will you remember to cleanse yourself with the mother? Will you receive the wisdom that is ready to be yours and stop carrying the burden of thinking, worrying, fearing emotionally at any level? The past, there is no pain unless you keep choosing it. We invite you to step free of it and come down through these layers, the galactic goddess, the rainbow light, the magenta crystalline consciousness, feeling the sense of elevation and enlightenment and freedom. You slip down through the great central sun chakra, the body that's holding light. You slip down through time and space, through your own spiritual soul blueprint and your higher self. You receive blessings and gifts from all the masters of light in different realms, times, cultures, bodies, animals, crystals, lizards, moons, celestials, humans, all forms. Now you come in to this sacred space, the golden grid of light, held by the wisdom keepers, the ancestors, the trees. You come into the grid of light the trees' branches create. You come down the tree of life that is you. You slip into your body. You breathe in. I am that I am, and I am here now in the eternal now moment. I free my path, my purpose, and my blueprint to find the nourishing place and begin to root and sprout. Down, feel yourself anchoring in your root, and then go down through your foot chakra, opening that drain, giving it permission to release and to receive as you slip into the obsidian temple of your earth star. This sacred chakra is the center of your wealth and riches. It is your connection to Gaia, the divine earth mother, your body, the primordial blueprint, and the aspect of being a full creator, consciously, creatively, collective, and individual. You feel yourself. Now, I'm ready and willing to let go of my perceptions of lack, bad, good, not, never enough. All limits are absorbed by the Divine Mother. All dark spaces within me that have held fear, entanglement, vows of limitation, poverty, the crystalline kingdom brings a light to them. The serpentine is a community of minerals, not one thing. It slides through you, bringing back your life force, bringing the community, the group, the circle of light that is here to reflect to you and support you. Thank you, thank you. Accept it all. Feel your body as a place of beauty and light. And now give permission to release into the Earth Mother, into Ishel, Grandmother Ishmukane, Gaia, into Demeter, into any aspect of the Divine Earth Mother, perhaps Pele, perhaps Oshun, All of these, receive, receive graciously, unconditionally. Let go and rise now, free. Rise into your body. Rise into your body, expecting and knowing it is already done. It is already here. It is all around me. It is in my hands. It is my mind. It is in my heart. And so it is. Stand in your body. Stretch your arms out. I am the light of the world. Raise your hands up. Feel yourself as the beam of light. Feel yourself as the pillar of light, connecting the divine to the earth, your body, your mind, being nourished from above and below with masculine and feminine, magnetically becoming a perfect balance with your own flavors. My bliss is rising up. My light, my purpose, that which I love, that which I came to create, that which I'm already designed to create is here. I see it, I feel it, I accept it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is. Then I accept, I allow. It is done. It is done. It is done. Namaste. In Lakech, Alakin, I am another you, you are another me, and we are now a happy family. Wow, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Please share this. It was such a powerful healing. I want to give great thanks to the Earth Mother, the trees, the roots, and all of these beautiful support that have come to us at this critical time in our shift of our universe. Have a beautiful and blessed day. And I will see you soon. I look forward to being in a class with you, doing sessions with you, being on retreat with you. I look forward to hearing your joyful stories about how you went from this and you created your bliss and doors opened where there were walls and you felt the support and the love and the freedom of this moment, allowing it to lift you up. Thank you. Namaste.